So then I asked him, did Mr. Million ever really get shot before? And he said that he actually did. I asked him where at, and he said the bottom of his back, but basically his butt. He said it was just like a similar situation to when they had met and that he had to help him and come to his rescue. He says Mr. Million gets into it with a couple of guys, calls him up, then he sends his friends to go help him, and then it ended up being a pew out, and as Mr. Million was running away, he had got hit. Then he was telling me how he had put one of his friends onto him to help him get approved for an apartment, and basically Mr. Million ran off with his money too. The excuse for that was that they exchanged words and he told him that he just wasn't getting his money back. The friend's exact words that he kept saying about him was he was bad for business. He said that there should be a series created that's called Surviving Mr. Million. He had joked about it, but then he was like on a serious note and from a man's perspective that what he did was really lame. I asked him, I was like, did he tell you what he was doing when he had my phone and he was fake paying for some shit? And he said that he told him out of his mouth that he used a bank account with no money in it to pay, fake pay for the electric bill and my credit card bill. And that when he went to pay for the Progressive lease, the Best Buy lease bill, that basically he used my account, but he said, but nah, bruh, that was her credit. Like they thought he used my credit card. I told him he was sadly mistaken. That was not my credit card. It was my debit card that came out of my checking account. I asked him again if he really had said that to him, and he said that he did. I was like, that was the boldest shit that he could have done. We had went back and forth, talked about some more stuff, eventually got off the phone. That next morning he texts me, checks on me, and I'm thinking he's trying to be cool because he feels sorry for what had happened to me, like he said to me. I was telling him how I was having the thought of just replying to Mr. Million and telling him to really fuck off with himself, and he was telling me how basically it just wasn't worth it. Out of the blue, he calls me and he says that he has spoke with Mr. Million and that he has sent him the explicit video that I did not consent to of myself showing him who I was. I was like, what the fuck? Who does shit like that? That is the weirdest shit that he could have done. He was saying that he didn't even realize what it was until he started watching it and that he had instantly deleted it. We had went back and forth, eventually got off the phone, and when we did, I texted and I asked if he could send me that video of myself. He was like, you remember I said I deleted it, but I'll try to get him to send it again. Then I had asked if he could try to recover it from his deleted camera roll, but he said that he couldn't.